I can't tell.
Shannon Sharpe, 8-time Pro Bowler, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Hall of Fame tight end, and diabolical Tom Brady hater.
Tom Brady is 43 years of age. Tom Brady did not play well by any metrics other than wins. He did not play well. Yards per attempt, QBR, completion percentage, throwing the ball down the field, clutch time throw. None of that, Skip, he was very, very high in. So to automatically assume a 43-year-old in his 21st season is going to go to a new location, a tight end that was his all-time great, after missing a year, coming off a year that it was not one of his better seasons, all of a sudden it's just going to pick right up where they left off in their prime. I think is a bit far-fetched.
Shannon, he's going to throw 40 touchdowns.
No, he's not.
This is going to be 07 all over again. Just watch and savor.
He's not throwing 40. It's not throwing 40. He's going home after this year.
Yeah.
After this year, it's going to be so tough, he's going home.
You've told me that for 5 straight years now. He's going home after this year. You've been wrong 5 times now. Well, this would be the 5th time.
Well, I was going to be right had he not gone upstairs. Remember he went upstairs? I was about to be right.
Yeah, and somebody won 2 more Super Bowls because of that choice.
Clearly, they didn't have their best stuff yesterday, and you can't expect the team to play their very best every single game for 4 straight quarters.
Really, Shannon? Really?
But I think winning close ball games is a valuable experience come playoff time, because the likelihood of you blowing the teams out that you're going to have to play is not very likely.
I can't believe this, man. He really got the nerve. You know what? Let me just show you this clip.
For this win.
What percent of the blame does he deserve for putting him in this situation?
What my gut tells me is there's one man in sports I do not bet against, and it's Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. You talk about Pavarotti at the Sydney Opera House. This was the Mona Lisa in the second half. I have never seen him better. I've never seen any. This guy,
the Falcons?
He just keeps doing it.
The Falcons.
Shannon, they're dead in the water. They're down 17-0, and this man comes.
Skip, don't make Atlanta seem like they're a playoff team. Come on, don't do that. I'm giving Tom credit. But he created the monster. Now you want him to be the superhero because he slayed the monster? He created it.
320 passing
60 yards in the first half.
Second half.
So
by a man that my man Shannon Sharpe said 4 years ago, Tom, it's time to go home.
What about the 60?
3 years ago, Tom, it's time to go home. 2 years ago, Tom, it's time to go home.
What about
1 year ago, Tom, that's it. That's enough.
Skip? He went to a team that's loaded. The problem is he can't carry you anymore.
Shannon, where is your credibility, bro? Damn. This is too easy for me. Man, look at him. Man, somebody get this man a glass of water. Look at him. He fired up. He wound up. Cool down, bro. Let's go back to the Pat Mahomes clip.
We question the matter in how many points they would. Skip, everybody wants to win by 25. But can you find a way to win? And so I thought once he got comfortable, he got settled in, he played well. So I gave him a B.
911. We got an emergency. We got a man sitting up here who done lost his mind. Please tell him stop hating.
I want Tom Brady to pick himself off the ground. I want his lineman to help Tom get up off the ground. Even if I don't sack him, I just wanted him to feel my weight on top of it. I want Tom Brady to pick himself off the ground. I want his lineman to help Tom get up off the ground. Even if I don't sack him, I just wanted him to feel my weight on top of it. I just wanted him to feel my weight on top of it. I just wanted him to feel my weight on top of it.
So, Mike, please, could you give Brady a letter grade for his performance yesterday?
I'm gonna give Tom a B+, and that's the Tom I like to see.
So let me ask you a question, Mike. You say you gave him a grade. So so was it a two-part test? Was it an essay and multiple choice? Or we just do an essay and just multiple choice? Because I want to know what the grade you gave him for the first half, 60 yards, 5 first downs.
Hater alert. Hater alert. Hater alert. Hater alert.
Listen, I don't give first half and second half grades. I give an overall grade for the overall performance, Shay.
What, Skip? I will give him, you know what? I'm in a generous mood today. You know what? Criminal right around the corner. C+.
C+, you were going to give him C. You're going to give him an F for the first half and an A for the second half.
Yeah, see, you.
Right?
Yeah,
I know you. Yep.
Mike, did we not see your Atlanta team have a 29-10 lead on the Cowboys? And Dak Prescott threw for almost 500 yards and came back. We just saw this same team in that very building have a 16-point lead on the Chicago Bears in the fourth quarter and blow that lead. We saw them have a 6-point lead with under a minute against Detroit and blow that lead. Mike, really? Really? They just fired the head coach and the general manager.
Man, Shannon, you know, man, this is the NFL, bro. It's the NFL. I don't care about percentages. I don't care what your rank is. When you line up on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, this is about you and that opponent. It's about you and the opposition and what y'all do in that moment.
Okay.
So I don't care about what happens, before then. It's about what happens now.
Skip to go, but I want you to have that same energy, and I want you to have that energy because guess who Atlanta play next week, Mike, on Sunday? My homeboy. So when he throw for 5, so I want to see how good that defense is. That's where they go. They go to Arrowhead on Sunday.
I'm going to give Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. an A- for yesterday.
Damn, Shannon, get the hate out of your system, bruh. Damn. Now in this next clip, you're going to see Eric Dickerson, a guy who's hate on Tom Brady in the past. He's going to come to his senses and be like, you know what? I cannot hate on this man for what he's done this season. But of course, Shannon Sharpe is right on time, hating.
Before I give him his grade, I'm gonna tell you why I gave him the grade. First of all, I'm grading him on the curve. You have a COVID year. You had no preseason at all. He did throw over 40 touchdowns. He's top 3 in all categories. A new offense, a new head coach, new players, a new surrounding. I give Tom Brady an A- on his season this year. I think he played fantastic. I know he probably wanted to play a lot better, but
I'm not going to get carried away with 40 touchdown passes because 30 came against non-playoff teams. Tom Brady went 1-5 against teams that are in the playoffs. He threw 10 touchdowns with 9 interceptions. He was 30-3 against non-playoff teams.
So Shannon, let me ask you something. Since when do we judge quarterbacks based upon the teams that they're playing against? Do the quarterbacks get the option to choose to play against bad teams? Do we do that to Patrick Mahomes when he's throwing touchdown passes against the Raiders and the Broncos? Do we do that to Derrick Henry when he rushes for 200 yards against the Texans and the Jaguars? Do we do that against those guys, or do we just do that for Tom Brady? I'm just trying to understand.
So for me, I'm not going to get carried away, Skip. I gave him a B. He played better than I thought he would, but I'm not getting carried away with all those touchdowns against bad teams.
Now, you know damn well that Shannon Sharpe will never do this to Patrick Mahomes. He will never, ever even do this to Aaron Rodgers. Never would he ever bring up that these guys have played against bad opponents and he's getting all these stats against bad teams. He will never do this. When it comes to Tom Brady, he's right on time.
Allow me to compliment the Rambassador for bringing true Hall of Fame wisdom to this show. Unlike the guy across the table from me, who I hear is also in the Hall of Fame, but I'm never quite sure of that. They say there's a bust up there, and on the show, he's mostly just a bust, but I don't know. This man told me he lost arm strength. He's declined. He's lost his arm talent. I see 43 going on 23. I see the same old Tom Brady, the same old great GOAT Tom Brady.
Okay, like I said, 11 games. He won 11. He won 11 football games.
You do realize there's 16 on the schedule, right?
Like I said, 11 games. He won 11. He won 11 football games.
You do realize there's 16 on the schedule, right? You do realize there's 16 on the schedule, right?
Just some quick context. Towards the end of the 2018 season, a lot of people like Charles Woodson questioned Tom Brady's ability to play in the NFL any longer. And this is Shannon's response after Charles Woodson said this.
It's not the NFL. It's Father Time. And I've said this. And the thing is, now I've been ahead of the curve with this.
Yeah.
When I point something out, I'm a hater. But you know what? That's okay. I deal with it. I deal with it. I don't mind being called a hater. Because think about it. Teams try to get off of players once they get to 30. They say they're starting to slip.
Yep.
But Tom Brady is different. Tom Brady, if that's the case, why not hire more 41-year-olds to play in the NFL?
Because there's only one like this one.
Oh, really?
And I see absolutely no aging in one 41-year-old Tom Brady. And this whole debate just, it amuses me because it's so silly. And you're going to look so bad. And I feel sorry for you
Don't feel
and
sorry for
Charles
me.
Woodson and all the ex-stars who are clearly just jealous.
See? You're going to sit here and tell me I'm a hater. I'm jealous of Tom Brady.
Yeah, I
and
think
because
you
you comfortable with Tim Tebow, I don't care.
What are you
I
talking
don't care.
about?
You gonna sit here and question a Hall of Famer with 3 Super Bowls
Yes.
and talk about I'm jealous of Tom Brady?
Yes, because you have to
Guess
stop
what?
at 35.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's official. Tom Brady has rent-free space in Shannon Sharpe's head. That's the end of the discussion.